Hi, I'm just off out today with my mum, but it's such a beautiful day and it's so sunny on all the ice that I'm going to take my camera with me. So it's quite nice to just think, okay, I'm not actually going out to take photos, but I'm going to take my camera. And I think quite often when like you're going out just to take photos, I don't know, there's something that puts pressure on you getting a really good shot, whereas actually um, if you're already going out to do something completely different and you just chuck your camera in your handbag, I'm just taking my D800 with my 50mm lens, just one lens, and yeah, I'm just going to see what I capture along the way. Have a good. While the car is de-icing, I'm just capturing this beautiful ice on the window. Look at it. Oh, hello. I just wanted to pop in and say I did very little editing to these. I just wanted to keep them quite natural. But I did use the dehaze a few times. And look at this shot. I did nothing to this, but it's got this beautiful sort of oldie worldy effect to it. Look at that. Love it. I was so delighted when I saw that picture. And I also just wanted to show you, I took some pictures. Like I love shooting straight into the sun, and I took some pictures with the sun behind these trees here. And I just wanted to show you the difference with the flare between having the sun kind of poking out behind the trees at you, as it were. So you're kind of looking straight into the sun, and then I just moved literally probably less than a foot to the right so that the sun was behind the trees. And yeah, just look at the difference here. This photo of my mum is probably one of my favourite shots of the day. I just love it. We were going towards Salisbury Cathedral and there was this just stunning light. Yeah, and oh, I just love the shot. Love shooting into the sun. We went into the cathedral, into the cloisters. I couldn't really get a very good picture of the cloisters. It just was too contrasty, I felt. But I did have loads of fun photographing the light on the walls in there. Also, these shots, they really sort of spark the creative writer in me. I sort of want to burst out into poem about, you know, looking for the light in the dark and things. And I think that photography can do that. If you're into painting and other art forms, it can really sort of unblock any creative kind of creative blocks you've got. This was another of my favourite spots, and I got so carried away here. And you can see on this one, it sort of looks like the reeds are literally like reaching up towards that light, doesn't it? They're like leaning up towards the light, and again sparking spiritual interests. You know, it's just amazing what photography can bring up for you. Last bit of the day, I'd actually dropped Mum back off at this point, and I'd gone to get my son from school. And then on the way back over to home, um, the sun was going down, and yeah, just took some last shots and had some great fun actually. Like we sort of abandoned the car when we saw this deer, Josh and I, my son, and we jumped out to take some last pictures of this deer, him on his phone and me on my camera. And it was the only time in the whole day I kind of regretted not having a longer lens. But even so, I think with a long lens, you can find it tricky to try and find the deer and focus in quickly. With the 50mm, at least I could get straight on the deer and focus quickly. And look, zoomed right in. It might not be very clear once this is uploaded to YouTube, but look, there's Bambi jumping along. That's done on a 50mm lens. That's incredible, isn't it? So chuffed with those shots. So all in all, a fabulous day. So I noticed something today while I was out taking pictures, and I said to Mum, blimey, I haven't actually picked up my camera like this and just taken it out for the sake of taking pictures, probably since I was doing GCSE or A level. And she said, yeah, I've never seen you do it. And I realised my ego has got in the way of my photography a little bit, actually. Because when I first started photography and loved it, it was about, obviously it was about taking a great picture, but it was about capturing a moment. And what I loved about photography was you capture a moment, you capture some atmosphere. And so when you look back at that picture, you can feel the atmosphere. And that's what I like about some of the pictures I took today. You can feel the cold, you can feel... So pictures don't have to be technically perfect to still be a great shot. They've just got to tell a story, capture a moment. And I think being a photographer, being a professional photographer, I got caught up in having to take my best shot. And I actually remember thinking, and actually I said to somebody once, it feels like if I'm not going to take the best photo I've ever taken today, there's no point picking the camera up. It just felt like there was no point in taking pictures unless I was going to get better and better and better. And that's obviously, it's great to push yourself as a photographer to want to take better pictures. But today I just had a glimpse back of just capturing a moment, the light, whatever it is, without it having to be a perfectly composed shot, without it having to be perfectly sharp, technically great. I just went out there and took pictures just for the fun of it.